This right here is the powder that helped a burnt out healthcare professional get his first results in the gym, and in turn, accidentally start an online fitness business coaching other healthcare pros into the best shape of their lives. My name is Jay Musembi, and whether you're a doctor, nurse, technician, administrator, working 12-hour overnight shifts, feeling like your body is taking a turn for the worse, I'm going to show you how members of my community are dropping 20 plus pounds and gaining confidence in just 90 days without cutting out carbs or spending 2 hours in the gym every day. And check this out for yourself. A study from Marcus T. Jacobson found that when healthcare employees began to engage in physical activity, 1, their performance increased, and 2, absences due to illnesses were decreased. Now, as a former healthcare professional myself, I noticed that I had more energy, was sleeping better, and excelling every single shift once I took control of my own health. What's even better is that I was able to take control of my health without some ridiculous workout routine or some dieting plan that's stricter than my old algebra teacher. And that is why today, we won't be focusing on some insane workout routine dug up from the depths of the internet, some ridiculous diet plan, or hiring a personal trainer from your local fitness center and having to change your entire schedule so that it can accommodate theirs. No, what we will discuss today is the quickest and most simple method that anybody can use to achieve whatever fitness goals they may have for themselves, while still saving and transforming lives in the demanding field of healthcare. So the way we're going to do this is through the Athletic Breakthrough Protocol. It's more than just a workout plan. It's the exact system that I use to help Erica drop her body fat while working nights and raising kids, and also to help Jace gain nearly 30 pounds of muscle mass in just 90 days. So before I go any further, I'd like to tell you a little bit about what led me to this point. Otherwise, what I'm about to tell you may not seem very clear. So before I had ever touched a gym floor with my feet, I had always had dreams of having that strong, shredded physique that you see on Muscle Beach or on the cover of a Men's Health magazine. Problem was, I thought it was impossible for me to have any kind of motivation in order to get there, or even the right genetics to have the body to get there. When I first started college, I was a bored freshman, wasting so much time in my dorm room in between my online classes. Then one day, I said, you know what? Since it's included in my tuition, I'm going to try this gym thing out. Who knows? Maybe something good will come out of it. Now, I remember I wrote this down in order to help myself stay consistent every single day, but also to remind myself where I started, just in case this gym thing did do really good for me. So, with no workout plan, but a goal and a dream in mind, I made my way over to the University of Missouri Student Recreation Center. Again, little did I know that this would be absolutely life-changing for me. After just a few weeks, I was seeing some decent results, especially for being a complete noob, and what's even better is I was having a little bit of fun with it also. But the bad news is I had absolutely zero structure when it came to a proper workout routine or a proper diet routine. This caused me to plateau after a few months, and it just really discouraged me. And then I began to wonder if this would be where I end up like a lot of people, where I just lose all motivation and end up quitting. Or where I have that gym membership that gets used maybe twice a year, but I'm still paying for every single month. Or having a treadmill and some dumbbells in my basement that gets dust, not reps. So eventually summer break had ended, and it was time for me to go back to school. I was hanging out with some friends from my fraternity when all of a sudden one of my buddies who had just finished his first bodybuilding competition walked up to me and said, "Damn, Jay, you're getting big." I told him about these problems I was encountering, how I was plateauing and not seeing any more progress. And he was kind enough to laugh in my face and tell me I was doing it all wrong. And in just 5 minutes, I learned the importance of proper nutrition and a proper workout plan, which both seemed way simpler than I thought they would have been. Now notice how I said proper, because as you just learned from my story, you may not get very far if you're not doing those two things the right way. And it could steer you toward discouragement, because any results that you may get will take much longer to see than if you were doing things correctly. But as soon as I got my nutrition and workouts under control, I was seeing incredible results, more than anything I'd ever seen before. And this right here is when I decided I wanted to show the world that anyone can achieve results in the gym, and that I also wanted to help anybody get there any way that I could. So let me tell you about Erica. After starting the Athletic Breakthrough Protocol, she was finally able to achieve those results that she had dreamt of for so long, all while working night shifts at a busy hospital and raising her 2 kids. Getting in shape, improving her physique, and taking control of her health had always been goals of hers. But like me, she believed that getting them in a reasonable timeline were just not possible and totally out of reach. Not to mention that her crazy overnight working schedule made her think that she would not have anywhere near the time in order to put in the work. However, after starting the athletic breakthrough protocol with me, we were able to get her schedule under control and find some time that worked for her to go to the gym. And within just her first 4 weeks, she was able to drop 4 pounds of body fat and gain an additional 2 pounds of lean muscle. And after 90 days in the program, she was able to gain an additional 10 pounds of muscle and lose almost double that in body fat. On top of that, she had so much more energy during her late night shifts, was sleeping much better, and had so much more confidence in herself because her coworkers were continually noticing those changes in her physique that she was making. My good friend Jace here also had great success with the athletic breakthrough protocol. Before he had ever started working with me, he had tried so much to get both his strength and muscle mass to be through the roof, but he'd felt as though nothing he was trying was helping him at all. He had a ton of supplements, but he didn't know how to take them properly in order to help fuel his progress, nor did he really know what workouts he should be doing when he was in the gym. But as soon as he had taken action and started the athletic breakthrough protocol, him and I talked about what his goals were and exactly what was keeping him from reaching them. He was feeling more and more confident in his own body and falling in love with the gym with every single rep. And after a grand total of 8 months of working with me, Jace was able to dial in those workouts and nutrition, which helped him to put on over 25 pounds of muscle while maintaining a body fat percentage of 12%. So hopefully now you have a more clear idea of what the athletic breakthrough protocol is. But I know you might still be asking, what are the exact steps on how you can do it? And after having done this for myself and several other members of my community, I've broken it down into 3 key steps that will help turn you into an absolute machine in the world of healthcare, saving more lives with greater strength in both mind and body. Step number 1 is to set those goals and be specific. Most people say they want to get fit or build a better body, etc. And while these goals aren't necessarily bad, it can make it difficult to find a starting point and come up with a specific plan to get there. Rather than doing this, be more specific with your exact goals, and the way to get there will seem much more clear and much more feasible. For example, instead of saying, build a better body, say, I want to drop 15 pounds of body fat and put on 10 pounds of lean muscle in 90 days so that I can feel more confident when I look in the mirror and when I go to the beach. One study from Michigan State found that 76% of participants who clearly identified their goals were able to reach them compared to those who didn't. Step number 2 is to map out a game plan, and one that you can stick to consistently and is not too complicated. Similar to what we just talked about, most people fall short of this because they don't align their routine with their energy levels, the rest of their daily responsibilities, so they feel burnt out before they even begin. Let's look at this example. I'm gonna go to the gym 3 times a week whenever I get a free hour or 2. Now this sounds like a good plan and isn't even necessarily a bad one, but let's take this a step further. I want you to look at your calendar Monday through Sunday, and find time where you can fully dedicate at least 1 hour to working out for at least 3 days out of the week. These should be days where you know you'll have time, energy, and you can stick to them for an extended period of time. The exercise itself can be pretty much anything, whether it's running around your block or finally using that gym membership that you signed up for on January 1st. I know that was one of your New Year's resolutions. The one thing I will say though is I highly recommend that these be activities that are aligned with those goals that you just set. For example, you want to build muscle? Choose weightlifting. Want to stop being so fatigued after doing any light physical activity? Try some cardio. Now, I know this will help you because it was the exact case for another one of my community members, a busy doctor working night shifts from 11 p.m. until 7 a.m. He also believed that he would not be able to find any sort of time to put into taking control of his own health. But after taking a look at his schedule, we found that he had a few hours to kill between putting his kids to bed and having to go to work. He also pointed out to me that around this time, he found he got quite restless and had a lot of energy. So we decided to designate this as his workout hour for just 4 days out of the week. And the third and final step is energy-driven nutrition. Now, yes, I know this part can seem confusing and intimidating to many because most people try skipping whole meals, drinking colorful drinks in order to detox, or following fad diets from magazines, which might actually end up being detrimental to their health. But what if I told you that taking control of your nutrition could be as simple as just changing a few habits? One thing I want you to try is to cook your workday meal in your kitchen and pack it with you when you go to work, instead of door dashing or making a stop by the cafe. By doing this, you'll save your body on empty calories and saturated fats, both of which are so prevalent in highly processed foods. Another habit for you to change: drink more water. Getting plenty of water every day can help suppress your appetite, which is really good if you have a bad habit of snacking. can help stimulate your metabolism and remove more waste. That's why I call it the nectar of life. So by now, you know precisely how I and those a part of my community have been able to take control of our health, achieve incredible physiques, and save even more lives in the field of healthcare by identifying those goals, developing a plan, and watching what we eat. And yes, I know you're probably thinking, Jay, I want those results quick, by the end of 90 days like you mentioned. But any goal I set for myself, I haven't been able to achieve. I'm not sure what I should do in the gym, let alone what I should eat. And that's exactly why I decided to make this video, because I love working with healthcare professionals both in the clinic and in the gym. And that's why I'm looking to take on 10 more people who are working hard saving lives and don't have time to craft up a workout or nutrition plan, but still want to see incredible results in 90 days, achieving the physique you've always dreamed of. You will get a 90-day fitness plan and nutrition plan made by me on an easy-to-use app. This app will allow you to communicate with me and track your progress so we can see just how much you're transforming along that 90-day journey. I will also send you whatever supplements that you may need in order to help your body on the road to achieving that goal, whether that's protein, creatine, pre-workout, post-workout, recovery complex. And lastly, you and I will have regular check-ins to consistently ensure that we're on the right track to getting towards that goal. Your other option is to continue digging through the internet for a decent workout routine and continue to Google, what should I be eating every day, and still wonder why you're not seeing any progress. With all that said though, I do want to note that this is not for everyone. It's not for people who aren't prepared to make a decision today. It's also not for people who aren't ready to transform their bodies, put in that work, and take control of their health. This program is for people who understand the value and importance of proper exercise and nutrition, and who realize that it is 100% possible to reach whatever goals you may have for yourself. It's also for busy healthcare professionals or anyone else who has drive, desire, and is ready to start today on finding those fitness goals and working to get there. I do want to note also that this program is not free, because knowing that you're financially invested in it will be a driving force in your success. If that sounds like you at all, here's the next step. Just DM me the word START. You and I will have a free one-on-one consultation call where we will go over your goals, determine the most effective path to get there, explore ways to maximize the impact of your workouts, and see if I can even help you at all. If that last answer ends up being yes, then I will get to work on crafting a personalized roadmap on how the Athletic Breakthrough Protocol will help you get to reaching those goals. Again, I won't be able to help everyone. Only those who understand the importance of proper nutrition, exercise, and those who are ready to take control of their health. Again, if this sounds like you, then go ahead and message me back at the word START, and we'll go ahead and hop on that call. And even if we find that I'm not able to help you, you'll still receive practical advice on how you can reach your fitness goals and my professional advice to you based on your current circumstances. However, if we find that I am able to help you reach those goals, then we will get to work on crafting that workout and nutrition routine, sending you supplements, and getting you on the road to success. So as you can see, there isn't anything to lose by booking a call with me. The only risk that you have is taking all I've said so far, going out and trying it on your own, but still lacking the proper nutrition plan, workout plan, and accountability in order to get any success. All of which are things that I will provide to you. Just ask Lindsay. She lost a total of 25 pounds in her 90 days and practically lives in the gym now in her free time. So go ahead, DM me back the word START, and let's get the ball rolling.